everyone. Welcome to the Green and White Breakdown. I'm your host, Ashley Iaconetti, and I'm here at JetsInsider.com analyst Evan Slavit. The Jets are on the decline. They've lost 3 of their last games, and the Raiders, who they're facing, they don't look that much better. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. Now, the Raiders are really bad on the East Coast. Do you think that even with the Jets playing the way they have been playing, the Jets stand any chance?
Well, the biggest thing going in the Jets' favor right now is that Jeremy Curley will be playing Sunday. You know, that's been a question the last couple weeks, but now he will actually be out there. And the way that helps them is he's been their most reliable receiver. You think about the targets that he's had and the catches that he had. Even if he can just move the chain on third down, keep that offense on the field, I think that's going to help not only, obviously, the offense, but the defense as well.
Okay, so the defense, has been a highlight for the Jets this season, for most games. But last week, it didn't seem to stop the Dolphins from, gaining quite an advantage. So do you think that's going to happen again this week with the Raiders?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that Rex noticed as well. I mean, just by watching the game, you could tell they're playing a lot of off coverage, 2 deep safety, something Rex hates. And he's kind of acknowledged that this week that's not going to be their game plan. They're going to be more aggressive. Now, the Raiders do have some speedy receivers of their own, so that's something that you have to be worried about. That's something the Jets have been worried about, the deep pass all season. But with this team, you have whichever quarterback starting for the Raiders, they're going to be young and inexperienced. The offensive line's not really a strength for them. So if you can get pressure on these guys, maybe you get the Raiders offense off the field, unlike Miami, who's able to just drive down the field, and maybe you even get a couple turnovers.
Okay, so who are you thinking for your fantasy player this week?
Honestly, I would say just sit any Jet player that you have. You'd want to...
Not even Jeremy Curley. You were such a fan 2 minutes ago.
No, I like Jeremy Curley. I think he's going to help, but the defenses are probably going to focus on him. That's going to be the addition, especially on third down, which is, where I like him. And even if he does make a couple catches, nothing that's going to make an impact fantasy-wise, maybe, 50 yards. And then, you'd want to pick the defense, take the safe thing, but they've had negative points a couple weeks. I just don't want to advise our watchers, to pick any bad players.
Okay, well, it doesn't sound like you're being very optimistic this week, so I'm wondering what your pick is going to be.
You saw it. I'm going to pick the Raiders this week. It's just this offense has been just such a chore to watch. They just see him, they haven't gotten the end zone in the last 2 weeks. 3 points, and even that seemed like, they were trying their hardest just to get those 3 points. Yeah. When everyone said Rex should have gone for it on 4th down last week because no one thought they were going to get to the red zone again. Yeah. So as much as they're home, they're going to get Curley back. You'd like to think, the Raiders not really a great East Coast team. It's just until you see this offense get into the end zone, you can't feel confident that they're going to do it, and even then that they're going to beat any team. So I'm picking the Raiders to win this one 17-10. Granted, if the Jets do show us something this week, maybe we show them a little bit more love down the end of the stretch.
Okay, thank you, Evan. All right, before the game, which is at 1 o'clock on CBS, make sure to listen to JetsInsider.com radio with JoJo Morrison on Champs Long Island. And if you're going to the game, make sure to be loud and give the Jets the home field advantage. I'm your host, Ashley Iaconetti.
And I'm Evan Slavit.
Thank you for watching.